Another video for you with some new stories. Firstly, I have an update for you. Last year, we reported about the death of a student at Arba Minch University. A girl was stabbed to death. Her name was Tsigereda Girma. She was a resident of Western Tigray. Back then, it was said that she was killed because of her ethnicity. Later, a fellow student was arrested. Investigation was conducted, and today an Ethiopian court sentenced the fellow student to 17-year imprisonment. He's been found guilty of having killed Tsigereda Girma. But the killing had nothing to do with the ethnicity, the ethnic background of the girl. It was a case of unrequited love. The girl did not respond to love proposal of the accused, Jawar Bekele, who was found guilty, and he stabbed the girl to death. Now, some new stories. First new story is about Oromo leaders of Oromo Federalist Congress. Jawar and Bekele Gerba are due to start tour of Europe and North America. They'll visit several countries in coming 2 months, June and July. Question is, what is the purpose of this tour of Europe and North America? Second new story is about another Ethiopian journalist arrested today. And thirdly, Afar viewers, UNOCHA today released humanitarian situation report. We know that since the withdrawal of Tigray forces from most parts of Afar region, Afar news sources have been sharing news stories that Tigray forces destroyed infrastructure in Afar. Now, UNOCHA today spoke about destruction caused in Afar region. What is UN saying? Lastly, viewers, a pro-Tigray news source claimed an hour ago that Debretsion Gebremichael, Tigray president, and Abiy Ahmad, PM of Ethiopia, spoke over the phone. What did they discuss? Firstly, first news story is about Jawar, Mohammed and Bekele Gerba, two main Oromo opposition leaders, politicians who were in prison. At the start of this year, they were released. And now they're starting their activities. The two are due to start their tour of Europe and North America. Both Jawar and Bekele Gerba will visit several cities and states of the US and Canada in June and July. They'll visit Minnesota, Washington DC, Toronto, Vancouver, and other places in Canada and the US. Then Jawar will visit some European countries as well. He'll be in Munich, Paris, Amsterdam, Stockholm, Oslo, Manchester. Now, question viewers is, why is that Jawar and Bekele Gerba are touring Europe and America? They are visiting so many places in coming days and weeks. What I have understood, viewers, is that firstly, Oromo diaspora is not as united as Tigrayan and Amhara diaspora. We have seen that. We have seen mainly Amhara diaspora launch No More movement in the US. Tigray diaspora has also organized itself, and it has taken out some large rallies in Europe, in the US especially. Where is Oromo diaspora? Oromo is the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia, but its diaspora is not as big as united as Tigrayan and Amhara. Even when Jawar and Bekele Gerba were in prison, did not see large-scale rallies of Oromo diaspora community in the US, in Canada, in Europe. Yes, there were some protests, but not as large as we saw in the case of No More movement and by Tigrayans. I think Jawar and Bekele Gerba, they'll be there to unite Oromo diaspora community. But it will be interesting to see who will they meet there. Will they meet other diaspora members as well or not, Tigrayans, Amharas? And what about US government officials, European government officials? Will they hold talks with them as well? Will they try to brief them and will they try to get that support for some change in Ethiopia? It's difficult to protest in Ethiopia. We know what's happening. We're seeing what's happening. Whoever is speaking is being arrested. So they might try to seek the support of other countries as well. These are all speculations, but we'll monitor their programs, their movements. We'll keep you updated. We'll try to analyze the agenda behind their extensive tour of Europe and North America. Second words, another Ethiopian journalist was arrested today. His name is Bekalu Alamrew. Bekalu Alamrew has been arrested twice in the past as well. In 2020 and 2021, he was arrested. Back then, he was working with Alo Media. And after that, these days, he was working with Alpha TV, a news channel. And he was arrested in Addis Ababa. His family has confirmed that security forces detained him. And so far, no one has been informed about his whereabouts. So, second journalist arrested on Friday. Ethiopian Human Rights Commission today released a statement saying that 16 journalists have been arrested in just a few days, in recent days, and the Commission is calling for the release of these newly arrested journalists. Thirdly, was Afar region. Tigray Defense Force launched a military offensive on Afar a few months ago. Then it announced its withdrawal. It's almost out of Afar now, but Afar news sources, they have been reporting that Tigray fighters, they inflicted damage, they damaged infrastructure, civilian infrastructure in Afar region. We were waiting for some report from the UN. UNOCHA dispatched an assessment team to analyze the situation on the ground in Zone 2 of Afar region. And today, the team confirmed large-scale destruction of health, education, and agricultural facilities in the Afar region. Obviously, the destruction was done by Tigray fighters, Tigray forces. Sanitation facilities, sanitation systems, shelters, agricultural facilities, dispensaries, they were damaged by Tigray forces, confirmed by UN assessment team. Tigray government has been denying these allegations that its fighters were involved in destruction of properties, infrastructure in Afar. But This UNOCHA report is confirming that civil infrastructure was damaged intentionally by Tigray forces there. Lastly, viewers, some pro-Tigray news sources are reporting that PM Abiy and Debretsion Gebremichael, Tigray's president, have held a phone call. What is being said? It is being claimed that the two leaders spoke over the phone. What did they discuss? Firstly, truce announced in March came under discussion. How to strengthen it, how to cement it. Secondly, exchange of prisoners of war, POW, came under discussion. Now, Tigray released around 4,000 POWs a few days ago, but Ethiopian Communication Ministry said that those were not POWs, but they were civilians, relatives of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Did the two leaders discuss Western Tigray, Humera, Volkai, the core issue? Yes, it wouldn't be surprising if we come to know that they discussed the solution to the main issue, core issue. And we have seen some developments in the past few days that Eritrean military has been seen withdrawing from Humera, and Amhara Special Force, Fano, they were told to leave Volkai Sagede, Humera as well, and they have been seen leaving Western Tigray towards North Gondar. So it means that things are happening in the background, especially the withdrawal of Amhara forces, militias and Eritrean military from Western Tigray. It shows that Ethiopian federal government and Tigray regional government, they are in touch at some level. We don't know at which level they are in touch. Now, this news source claims that they are in touch at the highest level, that Tigray president, PM Abiy, they are in touch. A positive development if it's happening, but no official confirmation, neither from Tigray nor from Ethiopian federal government. But the way things are happening, obviously the two sides are in touch. And now this engagement is not through intermediaries. Now they are in touch directly. That is why things are gradually improving, though speed is very slow. Aid delivery to Tigray is starting to increase. Again, speed is slow. Western Tigray, I think the two sides are moving towards a solution. A few weeks ago, no one could have imagined that Eritrean military would be leaving, that Amhara Special Force, FAN, would be told to leave Humera, Volkai. It means that some progress is being made. The speed is slow because there are so many spoilers. There are so many spoilers. That is why speed is slow. But overall, if Debretsion and PM Abiy contacted, they spoke over the phone, it's a very positive development. And I think the truce should be strengthened through confidence building measures, which Tigray announced. It released some POWs. We could see some such measures from Ethiopian government as well in coming days. Thank you for watching.